In today's Science Talk, listen to a telephonic interview with Dr. Tanusri Saha Dasgupta, Director SN Bose, National Center for Basic Sciences, Kolkata, on works and achievements of this institute. Interviewing her is Kaushik Roy.
Thank you, ma'am, for joining us and sparing your time. Dr. Saha Dasgupta, can you please tell us about the major works and history of the SN Bose National Center for Basic Sciences, Kolkata? Dr. Saha Dasgupta, can you please tell us about the major works and history of the SN Bose National Center for Basic Sciences, Kolkata?
Thank you very much for having you in your program. Our institute was established to honor the life and work of Professor S.N. Bose, who was a colossal figure in theoretical physics, namely the quantum physics. Professor Satyendranath Bose, who was a physicist brought up in Kolkata, was one of the founding fathers of quantum mechanics, the most successful description of the physical world. His pioneering work on quantum statistics has paved the way for development of modern quantum technologies, including Bose-Einstein condensation, superconductivity, quantum information theory, to name a few. And in 1924, we are coincidentally at the centenary of this famous discovery. Bose authored the last of the four revolutionary publications that has led to the new quantum mechanics, the others being that of the Planck, Einstein, and Niels Bohr. And we are very honored to say that half of the fundamental particles in this universe are named after him, which are known as bosons.
Right. Ma'am, can you also share with us about the centenary celebrations of the writing Professor Bose, which you mentioned a little while ago, and also that today India is big name in science, especially in quantum physics, quantum computing. So can you share with us the details of the centenary celebration?
Thank you very much. It's a very pertinent question, because S.M. Bose Center indeed is celebrating this centenary in a big way in terms of organizing 3 international conferences. Following this, we also had a public lecture organized in this area of the quantum information theory, which was given by Charles Bennett, who is one of the pioneers of the quantum information theory. Then in the month of July, we had the second conference, which was devoted to women in quantum science and technology. And again, it was attended by several great women scientists in the area of quantum science. And the last and the final conference is going to take place during November 12 to 16, where we will focus on application of Bose statistics to the areas like superconductivity, superfluidity, cold atom. And again, I'm very happy to share with you many of the Indian DAS who are award winning, like Dirac Medal, Breakthrough Prize, Wolf Prize. They will all be present in this conference, including a Nobel laureate who will of course attend virtually, but rest all will attend physically. And we will again have another public lecture which will be given by Jahid Hassan, a very famous scientist working in Princeton University. And he being a Bengali speaking person, so the talk will be in Bengali and addressed to the students from colleges and universities. That together with Indian Physics Association, we are organizing year-long several programs which are outreach programs which are organized in different parts of India. Some of them has already taken place and some are on the way.
Right. Ma'am, now can you share with our listeners about the different research courses that are undertaken in your esteemed institute, and who are the basic students who should look forward to do research here?
Yes. So this institute, actually the research is carried out, which is a good balance of theory, computer simulation, and modern experimentation. And the thirst is given on quantum science and technology, because our institute, as I just now said, is actually in name of a person who is a pioneer in that area. Also, the other areas we are interested and active research is going on is in the area of computational material science, application of AI and machine learning on materials informatics and drug designing, observational astrophysics. So these are one of the few few areas our institute is focusing on. Other than that, this institute also hosts Technology Research Center to carry out translational research on the knowledge base on the basic science that we have. And this institute, which are pioneering institute in terms of quantum science and technology, carries out the research with a focused attention in frontiers areas like quantum key distribution and their security, non-locality, control of decoherence through weak measurement, which is one of the key things that is needed in the way to the quantum technology. Other than that, like quantum materials and devices in terms of development of new materials that will be useful for the quantum technology, and those investigations for the new materials that are done through experiment as well as computation using the power of the machine learning and artificial intelligence. In this context, recently a supercomputing facility has been inaugurated by Honorable PM as a supercomputing hub in this region of Kolkata and around, and having a peak performance of more than 800 teraflops. We also have activities in the area of observational astronomy. Initiative has been taken by the Center for establishing an astronomical observatory in Purulia, which is in the eastern part of India, as you know, at Panchet Hill. And already seeing measurements are going on with the installation of 12-inch and 14-inch telescope. And from January, we are going to introduce also a certificate course on observational astronomy for the beginners in collaboration with Sidhu Kanu Vishwa University, which is a state government university in that area. And SM Bose Center basically runs two courses. One is a regular PhD program where the students can join after they who have done masters in the discipline of physical sciences and chemical sciences primarily, with the biological sciences if they have as their minor physics and chemistry. The other program the center runs is a joint integrated PhD program where the students can join after doing their bachelor so that they can do a combined master's and PhD, and that is in the domain of physical sciences. And the intake of the students are done through some interview process after clearing certain national exams. And students who are interested in that program, I would really encourage them to look at our website. Normally this admission takes place in the month of June, July, because the session starts from August. So through Akashvani, I would like to really make an appeal to the students, because we are looking for good students. They should really keep an eye on our webpage. We have a program in IFW Dresden in Germany. We have recently signed a MOU with them. It's now 1 year old. And in that program, we have started actually a joint PhD program with IFW Dresden. Few of the students have already joined in that scheme. So they will have joint supervisor, one Indian supervisor from SM Bose Center and another supervisor from IFW Dresden in Germany, so that there is a collaborative research with this Indo-German kind of connection, because this institute, all the faculties, they have a strong connection to Germany. So that is one of the things. The other one we have is with IIT Bombay, and we also run joint PhD with them. We have a MOU with them, and few others are, one is IIT Kolkata. We also run a joint PhD program with them. Also with Presidency University, which is in Kolkata, and Sidhu Kanu Vishwa University, especially for this observational astronomy who are interested. We also run joint program with them.
Right, and that brings to my mind the fact that this very month we are celebrating 50 years India-German scientific partnership. Special program was held in which the German Chancellor's visit also took place during that very period. In the last 1 decade, we have seen so many patients being registered in this country like never before. So can you tell us a little bit about the number of patents that you have registered in the last few years?
Yeah, so for example, as I already mentioned, with this translational research we have, which is, this institute is for basic research. So we have a knowledge base which we try to apply so that it can have a kind of a translational output or outcome. So we have already generated several patents out of it. Few of the prominent patents that I can mention is in the area of non-invasive healthcare diagnostic tool. For example, the mass spectroscopy. Primarily what has been used is actually the power of spectroscopy, and then it can be non-invasive because you really don't need to get into the body of a patient, but just from outside signals like making a breath analysis or shining the laser light on the eyeball, and taking spectra of that and analyzing that because a huge database has been already created, and some technology transfer has been taken place along with the collaboration with the hospitals, where such kind of devices that can be used for the purpose of non-invasive diagnosis in some of the areas like detection of anemia, jaundice and oxygen deficiency, and helicobacterial pylori detection, which is basically a stomach bacteria.
Dr. Tanusri Saha Dasgupta, thank you so very much for sparing your valuable time and talking to Akashvani. We thank you, ma'am, for sparing your valuable time.
Thank you too.
You were listening to a telephonic interview with Dr. Tanusri Saha Dasgupta, Director SN Bose, National Center for Basic Sciences, Kolkata, on works and achievements of this institute. Interviewer was Kaushik Roy.